to make sure you see. This is frames that I buy on Amazon. And I buy them in packages of, I think, 6. And I love to do, all I did was pull up these, which I'm going to remove right now. But you take this out. You're not going to need this. At least not, you can use it, but not for my project, or not for this project. This and this. So those are a bit useless for me. And then I like to take these out, these pins. So you just grab, I'm just trying to see how to make this, okay, now we're doing it. You just take out these. And you just need like some sort of pliers. I'm moving it just to get access to it. I don't want to break the glass. So please be careful. And I was busy this morning getting, there's a couple of things I want to do. One is a Santa in a chimney. But with his legs sticking up. Another one is a gingerbread house that I'm in the middle of drawing. And one more. Yeah, these are very cheap on Amazon. I used them a lot last year. And I'm just going to remove when I can find my paper towel. I'm going to remove this. Yeah, we're going to do one. I'm still in the process of drawing it out. So far, I've started with, I go online and I just copy, because you know I can't draw. Things that I feel inspired by. And then I start putting it together. So I've started with this. And I do everything on tracing paper because some things I need to trace and some things I don't. So this is the beginning of the gingerbread house. At least I've got the size down. Oh, well, I might have to make it a bit smaller, actually. But we'll work on it. These are for future projects that I'm working on. And I find it easier to work on. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Oh, I'm so sorry, Yvonne. Oh, was everything okay? Amber, I hope all was well. And I take this out and I usually give it a clean with alcohol. Because I find that if I don't do it now, and please be careful when you're doing this because sometimes these ends are sharp. And these are always seem dirty, but I like to clean at least the edges. And I can go back and clean the center later. So I'm going to move this aside for the time being. And I also clean these edges because we want to secure the glass in here. I'm missing some comments. Hi, Leona, how are you? Are you healing okay? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Amber. And I did bring this. And I use, and I think you can see because I've reversed it, I use advanced silicone in the clear because we want to attach the glass to here so that when we pour resin, when we attach the, sorry, I was reading comments. When I attach the resin, I don't want any seepage. So let me see if this one is still working, because there's a possibility that it may not. And I might need to poke a hole or two. Let's try now. Well, then you know what I'm going to do. I'm just going to cut the top because something seems to be stuck. So these are probably things you might need to do. Well, I guess I'm not doing a great job, am I? Well, Amber, we're sending you all good wishes for a speedy, speedy recovery. Okay, I'm just poking. Yeah, any clear silicone. I'm just showing you what I'm using. Any clear silicone will work. And then, let me turn this so that you can see. I'm going to try and do this as best as I can. You spread the silicone right on there. And I'm just going to turn it so that you can see what I'm doing. Seems to have gotten stuck again. So let me refix it. That's because I haven't used it in months. Okay, let me see now. I'm just testing it out on a piece of spare. You can't see what I'm doing. I'm just testing it out. Because some of it is not coming out. There seems to be a little ball stuck there, which I want to get rid of. Okay, there we go. Now we have it. Just want to move this out of the way so that I don't mess up. Oh, I've never done that. I've never done resin molds with silicone. I didn't know. I've never, is that on YouTube, Amber? Okay, and there we go. And I don't know if you can see it. And one more edge to go. And another piece of paper towel. I do it with casting resin, and actually when I was thinking of doing that, but I can't find my casting resin for some reason. Make sure you close it back up again. And I just want to make sure, I know I have a lot, so with a yucky toothbrush, hey guys, sorry, not toothbrush, but with just any brush, I just want to make sure that I have everything covered. Make sure you don't use a good brush. And then you're going to slide this in. And I usually leave it overnight and I put some weights on it. Let's see. And I'm going to set it aside because I don't want it near me. So I'll put some weights on it and leave it till tomorrow. So just excuse me for 1 minute while I do that. One here and the other one. I'm just going to reach and get just 2 weights. And you can do these all at the same time, all 6 at the same time. Now for this one, we can start painting him. And this is going to be for the Nutcracker. The Nutcracker, and I'll show you how I traced it from here. Hi Ari, how are you? Okay. I'm going to start off with some white. And then I found this interesting color that I had, which is a green-violet top coat. I don't really want a lot of brightness. I don't want a lot of color. And I'm reading Amber's, Betty's comment. I have to... I'm distracted today. Betty's distracting me with information. So this has it's a flash iridescent. It's green-violet top coat. I don't know what green-violet is, but we shall find out. So I'm just going to add some white so that if that color is too heavy, the white will help us take care of it. And anyway, the canvas is a bit dirty, so it's always good to go over it. And I've put, as usual, too much. So I'm just painting the sides. And I've got a yucky here. And painting the edges. And I just think that the edges always look better finished rather than just a regular canvas finish, original from the packaging. And this white is still getting on my nerves because it has, until I finish it, I'm not getting a new one. But it's not going to be Anita's, that's for sure. I'm just getting all the yuckies out. And once you're satisfied, let me just shut this off. People should know I'm busy. Especially people who really shouldn't be calling, telemarketers. Is she on YouTube, Betty? Okay, so I poured some of this here. And it looks a bit like a dirty white, but there's a touch of green. So I'm just going to just paint it. I don't know how much of a difference this is going to make, but I don't want the Nutcracker to have a busy background. I did start off a Nutcracker, and I will show you what I mean by busy. At first I thought a stencil would be nice, a very light stencil, and we might still do that. But so I'm going to leave this to rest for a bit till it dries. I'm not going to dry it myself, and just go over the edges. And right now I can't see any colors showing through. But I did want to show you this. When I say busy, I mean, look at this. See my background here? For a Nutcracker, I just thought it was too busy. I'm still working on the face and the legs, and ours will probably be smaller. So I'm going to try it out with a plain background and see what happens. Thank you so much for the hearts. Hey Maddie, how are you? I was just AB Creative. I have to write this down because otherwise I will never remember. AB. Oh, thank you, sweetie. Thank you, Yvonne, for the stars. And I was writing down AB Creatives. Hopefully this will stay. Now, what I did with this, and let me get my tracing paper, because that's usually all I use. And it happens to fit right here. I will watch her, thank you. Yeah, I will. I'm almost at the end of the bottle. I love resin. I think resin is my weakness. I need a piece of tape just to make sure this does not move. And I've decided that the one I'm doing, and let me show you against the background because it's hard to see. Where is the background? See, that's what it came in. And I just found it a bit too busy as a background. I'm probably going to do this guy. I don't want to do drums. I just want to do, well, this one or this one. Let's try this one, because I already did a trace out of the first one. Thank you for the hearts, everyone. Maddie, did I say hi to you? Oh, Yvonne, thank you so much. Oh, wow. Yeah, I'll definitely watch her. So, which one did I say I was going to do? Oh, this one. Okay, so I'm going to put some tape here. Oh, okay. Good. I'm so glad that at least I didn't forget my manners. And then, if I can find a pencil that works. 1 second. And usually I have quite a few. But I don't want a thick one, so I'm looking for one that has a thin point, like this. And can everyone see? Let me move this way or that way? This way. Okay, so this is the one I'm going to do. So I'm just going to trace the outline. Of some of the parts that interest me. And I need a light. Sorry, guys. Oh, this light is not working. I wonder why. And just some elements. And this is very easy. If you have a stencil or if you see a stencil you like, it's so easy to do something like that. There's his mustache, which we want. Even though I don't want this element, I'm going to draw it in and I'll show you why later. It would be nice if I could see. Can you guys see okay? Because for some reason I'm not seeing that well. And I'm not going to do the designs that you see on here because I may not want to add those. I just want the basic outline. Let me see. Sorry if I'm not talking, but I'm just trying to concentrate on I'm just drawing the basic shapes of the legs. And this guy is not symmetrical, just to let you know. Now, I may or may not use some of these lines. And then we've got just a little bit here left. Let me make sure I have everything. I think I do. So I'm just going to remove this. and set it aside. And then here, I know I drew some of the lines. I'm just going to draw something like this. I'm going to put a little round semicircle here. And instead of doing this, I'm just going to do this and have his hair start from the hat. And draw a straight line here where his jacket begins. I might make his hair a bit longer. But I'm just outlining some of the important lines for me, because we're going to be cutting the glass. Does what I'm doing oh, that's okay. Thank you so much though, Yvonne. I really appreciate it. Actually, this line right here is a bit, I'm giving him a woman's waist and I don't like that, so let me take that off. Is what I'm saying making sense, or am I just let's finish off the arms. Yeah, I'm going to make his hair longer and his shoulders less round, because it's easier for me to cut straight lines than it is to cut and you can add things like and a belt here, pockets. So let me just show you this. And see how easy it was to just come out with a template for you to do your Nutcracker. He looks disgusting, but okay, so now we have our template for this. Let's go back to what I originally was planning to do, and it's this one. And I'm going to do the penguin on this one. As you can see, I painted the edges because they were a green color, and that did not go with the colors that I saw here. I like these colors. So now I'm just going to, using a blade, which hopefully I can find, try and clean it up. And of course, when I want my blade, I can't find it, but I'm going to use this. I don't want to wet it. I'm just cleaning the paint because I just did this about 10 minutes before I came live. And even though the back, I did the back as well, and that's got paint. I'm not so worried about that. because that can always be cleaned off after you pour the resin. Just need to put this, although it might be easier to do it now. But I'm just using a palette knife to do it. And if I wasn't changing the color of the frame, I wouldn't need to go through. Usually I paint my frames before I assemble them. If I had my blade, it would be faster, but and I need to get one of these. I wish I could find my other blade. I have a blade that's just for doing this. But it's faster for me to do this than it is to tape it up, which I could have done. Actually, I need to find that blade. This is, oh, the light just came on. What a miracle. Oh, there we go. Oh, when we have light. I don't know what I did. Oh, it keeps going on and off. Okay, so this is where the blade comes. Well, someone tell me my brains aren't functioning today, please. I was trying to do it with the wrong end. And as you can see the lower part of the color, and that's okay. This is the back, but I just wanted to make sure that none of the front showed. So now I can concentrate on cleaning the front. This is in the event that you painted it the wrong color. And this was an old frame. And I'll clean the back later. And it is a mess. Let me clean with some alcohol. Oh, Yvonne, I'm so sorry. You've been through a lot. Okay, so let me check that my the front is relatively clean. Because remember, once you start with the resin and gluing the glass, it's going to be much tougher. I know I said I wasn't going to clean the back, but it's getting on my nerves. And it's a good thing to clean it as best as you can. Because once I have the glass on there, I won't be able to do that. See, I thought I'd cleaned here, but obviously I hadn't, because I thought that was the back. This might be boring for you, but it's, I guess, a good exercise in what you need to go through when you goof up like I did. And I think we might be ready. Because I'm not so worried about the back now. But I keep seeing things that appear. Does that ever happen to you when you think you're ready and then things happen? You see things? Okay. No, that's from the back. All right, and we're ready for Mr. Penguin. And I did him here. I traced him. And I'm just going to center him. We're going to have some sky. And we're going to have him on some ice. So this might be the perfect time to center him. And that's easy to do. You just have to try and do your best. To center him. I think I should put Okay, so now we need our little glue, and I'm going to use black glass and orange glass, but we'll start with the outline. Let me just get my black glass, sorry. My black glass is, I have the white one, but I don't want to start with that. Oh, okay, I've got it. It's not black, it's a grey black. There again. And this is what happens when you can't find your covers. You may not get. I'm just going to draw the outline of my penguin. And the reason I'm doing that is it would stop the glass from going through somewhere I didn't want it. So I'm just going to start. And I wish I had a little, okay, I've got this, and this will have to work. And this frame, by the way, I did it exactly the same way I showed you. I'll fix this in a minute. Right now, all I want to do is pour this on. Everything else can be added. Oops, and I see another color. My comments are not catching up. I'm going to have to refresh. And the penguin is a quick project to do. Hey Lori, how are you, my friend? Oh, how I hate this. These are from IKEA. And I'm sorry I'm not seeing comments for some reason. I might have to refresh. But I also don't want my glue to dry. I'm just adding a little bit more glue than you probably need. And now I'm just going to move my glass. That's the wrong thing to be using. I just need to be careful because my brush has some glue on it. Do I have a more gentle? Yeah, crushed glass is so easy. This is a crushed glass from IKEA that I got a while back. I don't know if you can see that or if that's better. Betty Michaels has black actually now for Halloween. I should have bought some of that. I'm just adding some more in the areas where I feel it needs it. And I'm going to leave it like this until the glue sets in. And just continue going around. So that we can see the penguins. The rest of the penguin's body. If you have any questions and I can't see them, I will go back and answer them. Yeah, sparkly penguin. See, once I refresh, it works, but I have to keep refreshing. So let's add some more. don't forget, we still have, in the next 2 weeks, we have to do the gingerbread house. We have to do the Nutcracker and the Santa going through the chimney upside down. Okay, now I can work more on it. So does anyone think they'll try this? Let me know. Who's inspired to try this? Oh, hi, Carrie. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, I could use glitter glass, but the only thing, Elsie, is that I'm pouring resin over it, and I don't know how the hi, Maria. I don't know how the glitter would work. You could try it. And if you do, please post it. Gwendolyn, if you're still here, can you post, please, the people with paintbrushes? And that's for everyone to post their work. And you know what I've lost? I've lost his little thing. This thing at the top of his head. So I'm just cleaning him up now. Because the glass has probably gone in places where it shouldn't have. Oh, great. That's great. It's very easy. Like I said, I don't know if you caught this at the beginning, Maria. I found this. This is where I can't draw. But this is where I got, I found a penguin, and then I used Blockbuster. Don't ask me, Block Poster, not Blockbuster. And I blew it up to the size I want. Oh, you did? Thank you, Carrie. Thank you for the hearts. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm thinking of making this a bit taller, but maybe I'll wait until I'm trying to remove the unnecessary parts. And this is tiny, tiny glass. And I remember I've used this glass before. I think when we did the dolphin, and I hated it. Now I know why. We've lost one of his antennas. He had one here and two here. But his shoes are ready for some action. Hi, Cynthia, and welcome. Thank you for joining us. You're not too far from us. I'm in Boston, so you're on the East Coast as well. So I'm tempted. I'm just cleaning up, guys. And this is probably the most boring part. But I do want his arms to be as normal as possible. Maybe one is fatter than the other, I don't know. It's hard to, when you're working on these things, and I think I've said this before, take a picture of what you're doing and look at it, and that's how you'll see where it's gone wrong. They don't sell, this isn't really for craft. They sell it in the candle area, Laurie. And I haven't been to IKEA in maybe a year and a half, 2 years. But I kind of shop online. And sometimes I do see them. Around the holidays especially. And they're reasonable, very, very reasonable. Now you guys can see this better than me, because I'm right over it. And I should do a little lump here, shouldn't I? Oh, thank you, Laurie. Laurie, resin is the love of my life. And it's all Cindy Manley's fault. And if G was on, she would agree. I'm trying to move some of these loose ones, but it may not work. I hope you're all planning to join us on Saturday, by the way, on the craft train. I'm going to be doing something with foils on textiles. Maybe a cushion, maybe a cap, maybe... We should have the schedule fairly soon. Yes, exactly. Well, Cindy and I have known each other for well over 20 years, and she'd probably kill me for saying this. But we were faux finishers together on the same forum. We've met several times. And when she started doing gloss art with resin, I mean, she struggled to get this going because there weren't many people doing this. But she is an incredibly talented and successful artist. Her work is so inspirational. Okay. I'm going to leave this to dry because I think I've put a fair amount of glue. When we come back tomorrow, I'm going to, find 2 black pebbles for the eyes, an orange nose, oh, that's interesting, Cynthia. I would like to see what you've done. Please post it on Walls and More People with paintbrushes. I'll try and post it on here. This needs some adjusting, but every time I touch it, it freaks out at me. Does it look good, guys? Because I can't really tell. The buttons are too big. I need 2 small dots. So I'm going to try and find 2 black pebbles. And I might make him Mr. Penguin dressed up. I don't know. I don't want to overcomplicate this. This side is fatter than this side. So I think I need to add... I'll add a little bit more here. Oh, thank you, Laurie. You're so sweet. Oh, your page is Evening Crafters? Okay, we'll have to check that out. Oh, absolutely. You guys are all amazing. Thank you all for supporting me, being with me, spending time with me. And just wanted to mention as well that I have a Telegram thing, what's it called, app, and I text everyone for a reminder 10 minutes before I go live, and it's at the top of my page. So if you want to sign up and be notified, that would be wonderful. Do they look even now? And just as a final reminder, don't forget that we're doing a giveaway. So please follow my page. We need to get 2,000 followers. We're only about 80 short before it was the 21st, it's going to be the 20th now, because, well, I'll tell you next week why. It's a surprise. I need to, does he look about even this side, this one here? I'm just waiting for, this side seems fatter, but this size, I don't know. I need to take a picture to see it. So hopefully you've enjoyed today. I'm going to turn my camera up and fiddle with him some more. Oops. Oh, there we go. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me. It's been a lot of fun. I'm so glad I got to meet some new people. And thank you for spending time, well, over an hour of your time with me. So today we covered attaching the glass to the frame so that it would not leak when you resin it. And also how to use a stencil and make your own template for the Nutcracker. Sometimes you can't find everything the size you need, so it's easier to just get a stencil that you like and the size that you want and just work with it. I'll be back tomorrow at 2.